Okay, folks, so let's cover now how to edit time and costs. They're both very similar, functionally really the same, so I'll go through them both at the same time. I'm going to start by editing time. You just go up here to the time button, do the drop down, pick edit time, and there you are. Now, when this comes up, it's going to show every active matter in which you have time that you've recorded since the last invoices were finalized and sent out. So as we've already seen, I've only entered one time record so far, and that was in the Acme matter. So I'm going to go in there, and you can see this is the one that I've done. Now you can do a couple of different things. One, you could just click on the garbage can and delete this time. We're not going to do that, but you can also click here to edit, or you can just click anywhere on the time entry to edit. So it comes up and literally every single function is editable in this screen. So you can come up here and you realize that it was the wrong person that the time was entered for. It was actually Robert Loblaw who had the phone call. So if you're an admin, you can select a different timekeeper. If you're not an admin and you are only a timekeeper in the system, as a user, you've only been made a timekeeper and you don't have admin privileges, then it will automatically come up just with your name. In any event, we say it was Bob who had this phone call, and he also talked to the CEO and the CFO, and it was actually a little bit of a shorter conversation. It was 0.5. Again, just as with entering, you can no charge this right here in this screen. We're not going to do that. You can also select a different date, any date since the last invoices have been sent out. And then you just hit save and you're done editing. Conveniently, when you do an edit entry, it takes you back then after you save it to the edit time screen for that client matter. This is because a lot of the time when you'll be editing time entries, you will edit several of them for a single client at a time. So here you're going to go back to that same client matter again and again until you're ready to go edit something else. And perhaps that'll be costs. Again, we only have entered costs in Acme, so that's the only one listed. If we had entered costs in multiple matters, if say it had been several weeks and there had been different costs in different matters, all of those active matters that had costs entered would be listed here in the edit cost screen. You go up here and you select Acme. Essentially the same thing. You can hit the garbage can if you wanted to just delete cost entry. You can hit the edit button or just click anywhere on the entry there. You have all the fields available to change. You realize that it was the wrong amount entered. You could also change to a different date. If you want to, you can no charge it. And you can go down and correct any errors that you had when you hit save. That's it for editing costs.